guys, we got a huge event coming Saturday, March 24th, San Diego. It's at noon. JT, what is going down?
We're going to do the largest group perineum sunning session in the history of civilization. We're looking to get 250 heads of folk flipping their feet over their domes and putting their sphincters straight towards the sun in a huge movement for public health.
It's the biggest holistical movement that will ever take place, and we want you to be a part of it. So come out to Black's Beach. It's nude beach in San Diego, March 24th at noon. We'll see you there.
We're getting ballistic with holistic.
Also, guys, we are thinking of, actually, we're not thinking, we are going to start a Twitch stream.
Oh!
Yeah, it's So basically we have our recordings, right? That are on YouTube, on all the audio things, but also we want to give like a live stream. Basically, you can watch the recording happen live.
I think what's cool about it is like those ones are going to be totally unedited, so there'll be mistakes and boring periods, which sounds not exciting, but actually it's very authentic. So if that excites you, check it out. And then we'll do like a cleaner, polished director's cut for Wednesday on YouTube. So it'll be distinct, but you'll get to see the process a little bit.
Yeah, and you can be in the chat. You could like ask to call in. It's going to be like heavy call-ins, so... it's
interactive, which is sick. Like,
interactive.
We'll see you in real time, and we'll be talking, and you guys will be giving us topics to talk about. So if you're ever like yelling at the thing when you're listening to us and you're like, oh, I wish they would mention this or talk about that. Well, we'll see it this time.
Yeah.
And now we'll talk about it.
And also, if you have a problem like that day, like if your boss is yelling at you at that moment, you could be like, my boss is yelling at me. Let me call you guys so you can chat with him. Something like that.
Exactly.
Also, so the Twitch, the handle hasn't been created yet, but I assume it's probably going to be going deep with chadandjt.
That's a huge assumption. We don't know that yet?
We don't know.
That's sick.
Yeah, but there's going to be a link in the description because Jake will have made it by then. Shout out Jake. He's a legend.
What up, Jake?
And you can click that link and you can follow it. I learned that it's not subscribe, it's follow on Twitch.
Oh, that's cooler.
We're new to the space.
Yeah, subscribe is kind of scholastic.
Yeah. And also, on top of that, excited to have you guys on there. On top of that, we're on tour. We're going to be in Sacramento next. We're going to be in San Francisco next. We're going to be in Fort Worth, Texas. We're going to be in Tempe, Arizona. We're going to be in Arlington, Virginia. That's basically DC. Santa Cruz, that's a new one. Ventura.
And then the Netflix is a joke shows. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm going to start plugging this too. Guys, Strider Wilson, our dearest friend, the greatest dog amongst the
hounds.
Yeah, the greatest dog. He's filming his special, and we're gonna start selling tickets for it. It's gonna be on the 1st of April, April Fools, and we're gonna be shooting it in Atwater Village. More details to come, but stay on the lookout for that because we want to pack it out and we want to make sure Strider has the best special recording that's ever happened.
Absolutely, it all comes down to you guys being there, supporting him in the audience, and also he's so fun to watch.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
His stand-up, I mean, you guys all know Strider. You love him. And he's just the best. So it's up to all of us to help make his special bang.
And Chad's going to be opening it up.
Yeah, dude. You asked me how I'm nervous.
Yeah, you'll freaking kill it, dude.
But yeah, I'm psyched. JT's directing it.
I'm excited for that, too. That's going to be awesome.
Huge. So be on the lookout for that ticket link. And, dude, also we have just a great pod.
So fun with Rob. What a great guy.
Yeah, enjoy.
What's with deep? Going deep. Chad and JT.
Yeah, especially when the homies start promoting stuff. Even my friends who like when they first started getting regular jobs, and I heard their answering machine change, I got really upset. Like, hey, this is Mike from State Farm. If you need help with your insurance company, I was like, hey, who the fuck's that guy on your answering machine, dude? Tell him to shut up.
That's totally true.
Well, you said your buddies were plugging stuff on Call of Duty, like on the comms.
Dude, it's crazy, man. Like, we'll be pushing a house, you know, at a shiki, and like we need to be dialed in, we need to be focused. Mm-hmm. And you know, it's a full squad we're going up against. And then someone's like, you know, come down to Tire Max and we'll, you know, spin you right and make sure you're locked in. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
While you're playing video games, people will just start like...
I mean, I've gotten a victory one time. Actually, I got second place, and you know, in Call of Duty,
that's not a victory,
dude. I know.
It's actually the opposite.
Yeah, I know. He dropped a lot of bodies.
Yeah, and I was trying.
But I would say that that's the opposite of a victory.
Well, I was trying to impress you, but I was trying to impress you, and then I felt bad about lying. So
that's impressive that you just said all that. Though.
Yeah, there was a lot of things going on, but when you get second place, the people who win, they get like a little blip of audio.
Okay.
And so the guy who won was like, brought to you by Pepsi.
Was he a
like-
sponsored guy or was he just like aspirational?
I think he's aspirational.
That's how you get it.
I don't
Yeah.
know enough about the industry to know, is that how it works? Like, are people sponsored by like guys?
yeah.
Guys that play Call of Duty
Hey.
have full. I'm an idiot.
No
Like,
BS, Jake.
Sorry,
And maybe Jake's right. Jake, how much
I don't know
money
that you
is
guys are.
in
Like, I never know if you guys are
streaming?
fucking with me.
I don't know if I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, so actually there's
Jake, so Jake is our main guy, and he travels with us on the road, and he produces and edits all of our stuff. Where he's essential, but he's big into streaming. He doesn't watch movies or television.
Okay.
And so he's been explaining this world to us.
Yeah.
And he'll throw out numbers that are astronomical. Like he'll say that there's, Jake, how much money was going into streaming advertising? Didn't you say like $1 billion?
yeah. I'm trying to find the exact.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm aware that.
$1 billion.
Yeah, I'm aware that streaming advertising is big, but I'm talking about like just guys, like just gamer, like.
That's what I'm talking. Like Dr. Disrespect,
Okay.
Zlatan.
Okay.
I know I'm speaking Greek right now.
No, you're not. I mean, I know what you are saying. I don't know those guys.
I think they will like, what's that energy drink? G Fuel? They'll like have on their stream, they'll have like, you know, their energy drinks like lined up.
Okay.
Or I don't even know if the stream will be like brought to you by like sports draft book or whatever.
Yeah.
DraftKings.
Oh man.
But I think it is to that level.
I was almost in second place.
Thank you for your
to
honesty.
get to be the voice of DraftKings on their commercials.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I was so bummed, and I was really conflicted. I was like, you know, that's like, it's probably not the best thing for the world, you know, because everyone, like, it's just so addictive. But then I was like, I do like money,
Yeah.
you know.
It's tough.
it's very American. I think there's,
Yeah.
I've read about that stuff too, but I think there's been a loosening of American values when it comes to like putting your name on hedonistic things.
I think you're right. I think you can promote anything. Like, I almost feel like
Yeah.
all bets are out, because I mean, you know, the world's ending. Like,
Exactly.
we have like
And like Las Vegas has sports teams now.
3 years.
Do you remember like
Yeah.
20 years ago that was unfathomable that
Yeah.
they were like, no, we can't let
Great
Vegas
use
have a
of the
sports
great
team.
use of the word unfathomable.
I almost blew it halfway
I
through.
think I think you almost got it.
You brought your own.
Oh, I
spin.
did blow it?
No, I think you almost got
Did
it.
I get second place on unfathomable? I'm really struggling with that one.
Unfathomable. I think.
But
I'm
you
not an
can't
English
make that
teacher.
much of a meal out. You nailed it, but you took
I took a
time
long
on the
time. I know.
syllables.
You got to be casual with it.
But to say unfathomable well is almost
Well, when you say it, you turn heads. You know, people go, or people just clock it internally. They go, that guy's got it.
I flex a little too hard that way too with the language. I'll try real hard.
Do you really?
My vocab, I try to always be throwing
I think your vocab is
couple dollar
tip-top.
words. I'm like, really?
I've always thought that about both of you guys. I think I've always.
Oh, me too.
I think so. I mean, I when I think of people that are well-spoken guys, I always think of you guys.
Dude.
Wait,
I really
dude,
do.
are you taking me for a ride?
No,
or are
I
you
really
being
do.
straight
I
up?
really do. I
'Cause
really,
that means a lot.
I really do. I feel like you, especially in pressure situations. I've seen you guys go to like town halls and city council meetings and stuff like that, and not blow it, which is like really, you know, that is like high stakes. I think
We feel the pressure.
I don't want to be braggy, but I dropped colloquial.
colloquial.
Collo-
You do it. Drop it again. Sorry, I feel like an old, like
colloquial.
English
Like
professor.
right, yeah, with our teacher,
corrected,
yeah.
Colloquial.
Okay. Yeah. You know.
Am I just learning now that I did it
allow
correctly?
I think you use the Q, colloquial.
Oh, colloquial.
Again, there are people listening to this. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are people. That
And
are
I think
listening to
this
that are-
conversation is going to cause a lot of conflict. I mean, this is basically
Well, also, people love grammar.
incendiary.
Yeah,
Oh,
people on,
yeah.
especially your fans. They love.
They
talking
know.
about
I'm a
grammar.
big grammar guy.
That's what you guys.
Oh, they're
do.
dickheads, dictionary people.
Yeah.
Is that a term? Dickheads?
Yeah.
Dictionary.
How? Just to go back to language, and then we'll get off of it altogether, guys that are listening. Don't worry, we're gonna dumb it down. How often do you guys come across a word where you're like, whoa, like I have not, you know what I mean? Like where you hear like a term, it doesn't have to be like I don't mean like a smarty pants word. I mean like like a cool street term, you know, like, or something in sort of like hip language where you're like, oh, I gotta
And
definitely.
is it the sound and look of the word, or is it what the word's describing? Because for me, I have one that fits the latter. Like zesty for when someone moves kind of funky.
Okay.
I think is real fun.
I like that a lot. But so are you kind of always on the lookout for new words and new language?
Not as sharp as I used to be,
Okay.
but still probably better than, you know, people in my bracket.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell yourself short. I think you're the top dog.
Really?
Yeah.
There's so much pressure there, though. That's like Mike Tyson. You know, once he became the champ, he felt like he wasn't the champ anymore. I feel stronger when I'm on the up.
Yeah.
I think that's a better place to be. I think you're right about that in general. I think like when everybody wants a shot at the champ, you know, like, so everybody always would, I think, probably start to
try him.
Yeah, they want to like fight Mike Tyson so they could say like, yeah, I took down the champ, or I got a cheap shot and I knocked him out, or whatever.
Yeah. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
I guess Jake Paul's fighting Mike Tyson.
Isn't that crazy?
Do you know Jake Paul?
Personally. Does he live in Pass?
Dude, he lives in Pasadena. He lives on my street. I know of him. I don't know him. I did a little movie with one of them, and I don't remember.
you did?
I don't remember which one it was.
Probably Logan.
Probably Logan.
He's
yeah.
the-
But I met
the
them.
thespian.
Yeah.
I met him before they were like jacked. Like now they're really jacked.
Yeah.
They got good rigs and they can move really well. You know, Jake Paul, he was at the Improv the other night, and I was just
really?
hanging with Joey Avery, and he hung out with him, got a photo with him, and he said he was pretty cool. He
Yeah.
said he's the same guy off camera, like he's very much the center of everything and keeps up that energy. But
I don't
guess he
know.
was
I
nice
don't
to
even
everybody.
really know their personas. Like, are they? What is their?
They're troll. Well, no, actually Logan's not, but Jake is like a troll. He's kind of
Okay.
playing the villain in real life all the time, and I think this is actually a perfect move that way because he's gonna fight Mike Tyson, who's how old's Mike Tyson? 57.
Why would Mike Tyson do this? I mean, just money, or?
Yeah, I think so. And I think he, you know, it probably keeps him focused because he fought Roy Jones a couple years ago. And I think with Mike Tyson, when he's not fighting or training, he's probably just getting super high. Okay. And maybe this will keep him
That's not.
kind of.
I mean, he had a cartoon. I think he had a show on Adult Swim.
Yeah, and he did a one-man show that like Spike
yeah,
Lee
he had a
directed.
Broadway show. Yeah,
But I think he needs something like that.
some
like
sort of project. Yeah,
Yeah. Because he's got a lot
He should
going
just do
on.
a podcast. Does he have a podcast?
He does. It's
okay.
pretty good. Dude,
Please don't tell Mike Tyson this. I know you guys hang out. I think he's not going to win that fight.
No.
I feel like he looks. He does not look like that guy in that picture right there. He looks like an older guy. I mean, and you're talking to. I have white hair. I mean, I look old too, but like he looks pretty old.
I think he's been vocal about wanting to beat Jake's ass.
He said he
Okay,
could
great.
too.
He said he
called
could?
his shot.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
But I think Jake is going to knock him out, and I think that's an ultimate villain move by Jake to knock out a 57-year-old that is like beloved at
Yeah.
Cowboy
What if, he,
Stadium.
what, if he,
Yeah.
what if he kills him?
Yeah, just beating the shit out of an old guy. Because his last fight got no pub, so now he's like, I got to do something crazy. So now he's
Yeah.
gonna beat up a hero.
Now,
I don't know if I could do it.
fight Mike Tyson,
No.
Chad.
I mean, I know I could beat his ass.
Don't sell yourself short.
yeah, if it was
yes,
kicks and knees,
yes.
if it's only hands, maybe he's got you. But if it's
Yeah.
like full MMA, you're gonna
Dude,
work him.
I would just take him down, but I just don't know if I could access that.
Oh,
part
because
of
you
myself.
love him.
Yeah, because I love.
Oh, you
yeah.
wouldn't want to damage him.
No,
I
I
see.
wouldn't want to be.
Because you're iron like Mike, but your heart is gentle like water.
Yeah.
Where does your like rage come from
That's a good question.
when you get in there?
In the ring,
Yeah, or yeah.
posers.
So that's what you think about to get like, you know,
I think of guys wearing flip flops with socks.
and then you just fucking go nuts.
What do you want to do to those guys?
Just I want to.
Don't get him pissed off, man.
I want to feel it a little bit, but we can contain it.
I feel envy, feel jealousy that they can walk around with that amount of confidence, and then I want to kill them.
That is
wanna hurt
not
'em.
what I thought at all. I thought you were upset at their choice to wear socks.
Well,
with
that's
flip-flops.
it too. But I think the more complicated feelings
Is
are
jealousy.
like, first it's like I hate that guy. I want to knock his head off. I want to, just beat the fuck out of him. And then I'll be like, I'm so jealous of him because he's so confident in everything about him.
His obliviousness to his own lameness.
Yes.
That's what you envy.
The power to be lame and not observe it
So do you feel pressure to be cool?
all the time. Yeah.
And that pisses you off.
Yeah.
Go deeper.
Yeah. my mom told me I'd never be cool.
Jeez. This just feels like a lot to win a fight. You know, it feels like a lot
Yeah, to go to that dark
to
place.
go through to get psyched. You know, it seems just like a lot.
That's
I
the
just-
fighter lifestyle, though.
I just remember growing up and I asked my mom for a pair of Vans and she's like, this isn't Dogtown. You're not Jay Adams. This isn't Dogtown. You're not Jay Adams. You'll never be that guy. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I can be. I have blonde streaks in my hair.
Did she say at least like maybe Stacy Peralta?
No, that was kind of her dig. She's like, you're more of a Stacy Peralta.
Corporate.
And I'm like, he's kind of the bitch in Lords of Dogtown.
Yeah.
Is your mom familiar with Lords of Dogtown?
I don't think she ever
She's
saw
a
it.
She never
huge,
saw it.
she's a huge Dogtown.
She's a doghead.
She's a dog.
She's a big doghead. Man, well, yeah. Don't tell Mike Tyson I said that, but I don't think that's going to end well for him. I'm actually worried about him right now.
And then I think what Jake's going to do after he knocks him out is he's going to be like, oh, you guys feel bad because you love Mike Tyson. Well, Mike Tyson went to jail and he's going to bring up all the fucked up shit
Oh,
Mike
yeah.
Tyson did and make us feel bad for
liking
rooting
him?
for Mike Tyson.
Jeez.
He's smart like that.
Wow. How do you get your body that jacked? Because he wasn't always like that.
They're good athletes. Like, they were both good competitive wrestlers in high school. I'm sure they're on some sauce.
Okay.
I think
Like the kind that we just had?
they're on the magic mind. That's
Magic
all
mind?
you need to take. If you guys are out there and you want to look like Logan Paul and look good grappling with Paulo Costa, take Magic Mind. You'll be buff.
I just drank one. I don't feel yet that much more buff.
You look shredded.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you're probably just hard on yourself, dude.
I'll take that note.
I mean, your mind, though, I mean, you've
My
started
mind
using
is
bigger
shredded.
words.
My mind is
Yeah.
shredded.
Brain looks yoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whites of your eyes are popping. You know?
Thank you. Thank you.
Were you like the wordsmith of your crew back in the grow up?
Not at all. Not at all.
Because you were with some learned fools, huh?
I was way back. I used to roll with a tough, learned crowd for sure. But nowadays I surround myself with, my wife and child who intellectually, honestly, are bringing me down. Honestly, not challenging me.
I feel that too. My little kiddos, I'll talk to them.
How old is your kid?
7 months. 2 of them, 7 months.
Dumb.
Idiots.
That's the
Idiots.
dumb age.
And they present average sometimes.
Where you have 2 that are 7 months?
Twins. Why are you laughing? Because that's what you already thought?
Well, I mean, I assumed that if they were both 7 months old, they would be
Because you don't
twins.
think I'm capable of knocking up 2 different chicks at the same time?
No, it's not that, man.
doubt
You
me,
guys
dog.
come so hard at me.
I'm sorry, man.
I just assumed
Bro, I don't know
that
why I registered that as disrespect. That's crazy on my part. I'm sorry.
you guys are constantly scanning for disrespect.
Well, that's his source of rage.
Yeah,
is
that's
people
me,
thinking
dude.
he can't fuck.
Oh, really?
People don't think I can fuck. They think when I do fuck, I don't fuck right. And that's not true.
Why? Who said that to you?
My dad.
Your dad told you that you don't fuck right?
Yeah, my dad used to see me watching porn and he'd be like, you'll never have a dick that big. You'll never make a girl squirt like that. You'll never be in a reverse gangbang.
Jeez.
And my dad
Your
knew
dad
his
and your
porn.
mom are really, they did a
Yeah.
number on you guys.
I saw it. I witnessed it. And,
Because sometimes we'd be watching porn with the homies and my dad would just drop downstairs and just start unloading on me.
yeah, he's like, JT, you think you can DP? Can never DP.
Yeah, he's like, all these guys would best you in a DP right in front of my friends saying that they were better at the DP than me.
Oh, fuck. In front of all your friends, that is brutal.
But that's what
Well, that's not where I was.
motivated me.
That's not where I
Okay,
was
cool,
coming from.
cool.
I was
Yeah.
just coming from a place of, oh, that's awesome. You have 2 7-year-old twins.
7-month-old.
7-month-old twins. But to go back to what we were saying, I'll bet you that they are dumb.
And what makes them laugh is like, they do like when I pretend to have a shotgun and shoot them. I go,
But in real life, that would not be funny. You know
that's
what I mean?
true.
So that's how dumb they are,
Whoa.
right? I mean, think about it. Like, if you're laughing at that, like, bro, if you got shot, would you laugh? No, that's not funny.
No.
But they're laughing at that. Like, it's just not smart.
Do you think they're laughing because they don't think I'll actually do it?
I think they're disrespecting you.
That feels like disrespect. to
I'm
me.
wondering if your twins think that you can't fuck.
You think they already think that?
I think that it's very possible that they may look at each other and go, I mean, he did it once, but could he do it again?
They might not even think they're mine.
I don't want to interject here, but
Even though they look like me.
Are we on thin ice? Are we getting? Are
well, no,
am
I'm
I
just gonna
treading on
say
thin ice?
I know they think he can't fuck.
They said something to you?
Yeah.
Just like from looks or from the like Google Gaga?
Well, when I first met your son, he looked at me and it's you know you can like kind of kids have like more of like a sixth sense where they have more access to past lives and
For sure,
and
they're brand new and they just came out of a different being. Probably.
Yeah, like
they're
in Dune, like Bezek
telepathy. Yeah, and he's like, my dad can't fuck, and that was just in my mind.
Yeah.
Don't say that to me, dude.
Well,
You gotta learn that. You gotta.
Bro, I'll get hot. I'll walk out.
I would address it when you get home later. I would address it.
ask
you know what
him.
you
But
do?
for you to put
Here's
your
what
name on that, I'll walk out, dude.
Ask
I
him.
know Rob's here, and
Don't walk out. I drove all the way downtown.
that was all right.
I found parking. I came up like a sketchy elevator. I'm in some guy's apartment who I don't know, right by the highway. Like there's so many cars.
You're right. We are pretty lucky.
Are we in the building? Are we in the building that has the billboard on the side that said, "If you lived here, you'd be home by now"? Like I think that's where we are. I think we're in that building.
Yeah.
If anyone's in LA and you drive, if you're stuck in traffic in downtown LA, just like look at a building and that's where this podcast comes from. Here's how I would solve that problem with your kids. You have two boys or
A boy and a girl.
oh man, that's awesome. A boy and a girl. So are you done or are you gonna have more kids?
I don't know. See how they turn out.
All right. But you are gonna fuck more.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I never stopped.
Okay.
The doctors tried to put a moratorium on that for like a month, and I just was like, haha, Western medicine.
You said that to the doctor?
Yeah.
Like her like baby doctor, you went there and they were like, it's probably a good time, JT, for you to like not have intercourse with your wife. And you said, haha, Western medicine.
Yeah.
And what did she say?
I said, look, if you want to give me some prescription from your Western medicine, then shoot me some of those blue diamonds. Other than that, get out of my way. So Viagra.
I think by blue diamonds, you're talking about Viagra.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know much about medicine, but I don't think that gynecologists prescribe Viagra.
They don't?
I don't think so.
Then what's the point?
I don't
Then
know.
how are you going to be a vagina doctor if you don't prescribe what makes vaginas feel good?
Yeah, tell him.
I'm sorry.
Great question. These are all great questions.
Well, I apologize.
I didn't go to medical school, so I don't know the answer to that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Did you ever?
Did I ever have sex?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
Do you fuck?
I do. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Do
Are you good at it?
Do you?
Oh.
Oh, am I? Should we?
No,
not?
no, please.
We didn't talk before the show. We didn't say what we should or should not bring up. Like
Yeah.
it seemed to me like this was like a no holds barred type of
Hey,
thing.
nothing's out of bounds.
But-
This is like getting in the ring with your brain.
Okay, but should we not go into that? Whether or not Chad fucks?
I'm curious.
You mean you don't know?
I'm saying it's up to you to say it right now, dog.
I mean, you saw I did a set the other night, and the whole time I was just yelling at the crowd, "I fuck."
And you did crush.
Yeah, they loved it.
But hey, there's performative fucking, and then there's down in the dirt, one-on-one. It's just you and the other person. Can you do it?
Well, hold on. First of all, we don't know that the audience was laughing because they may have been laughing at you, at the absurdity of you proclaiming I fuck, and they might be thinking, this guy does not fuck.
250
That's why this
people
is so
being
funny.
Like, get a load of this.
Right, exactly.
You know,
this is absurd.
clearly, yeah.
So is that why they were laughing?
Ha ha ha.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know.
Whoa.
If I'm being real, and this is the Going Deep Too Real podcast, I don't know if I can fuck Rob. And you know what? Sometimes I feel like a bitch because I don't know.
That just changed the whole temperature of the room in a good way.
Because
The level of honesty that we have got to. I mean, how far into the show are we? We're like
12 minutes.
12 minutes. Look how real. Look where we are. What could be more real than this?
Prison
I mean,
therapy.
I'm thinking right now, the last time my girlfriend and I thought we fucked, and you know, every time afterwards, I'll stand up and I'll kind of like square
Flex,
up, and I'll be
yeah.
like, "Did you come?" And she was like, "Yeah."
She says it like that.
Kind of lackluster.
Can you do it one more time the way she says it?
She's like, yeah, I guess. Which I thought was like she's being coy because I fucked so hard.
Oh,
Where
right.
she's like in like a daze. Where
She was
she's
like exhausted.
Oh my
It's like when you
Yeah,
sit
right.
next to like Prince William on a plane, you act like you don't know he's a prince.
Yeah, dude, great analogy.
Perfect analogy, dude. Perfect analogy.
Oh,
Because how many times you get on a plane, a commercial flight, and you see who would you say Prince
Prince William.
William?
Prince Andrew would be
is
problematic.
the rapist guy. Yeah. Okay, but either way,
Knowing you two, you guys probably fly Virgin.
he's coming at us.
We're getting just
Bro,
roasted
sorry,
on this.
dude. That's a
so
But you didn't
working us.
answer if you.
If I fuck, I do fuck. Yeah.
All right, that's all I want.
Do I like to fuck, or am I good at fucking?
Yeah,
I
because we got a lot of questions from listeners about it when we told them you were coming on.
Oh, okay, great. I do like to fuck. Am I good at it? Sometimes I am. Sometimes I am. Lately, if I'm being totally honest, and just because you were honest, I'll be as honest. I don't know if lately I've been as good. I feel like I have maybe not been as good. I mean, look. Do I feel good? Yes.
You think you've been selfish? You're a greedy lover. The kisses are for you.
I would say I'm just a fast lover. Lately. You know,
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
you're busy. You're efficient.
I think
Let's connect.
I think I got too like overly excited, and it didn't last as long as other people would have wanted. And I'm not going to say my wife, but we all know that I'm talking about my wife.
Yeah, so
I think that's respectful.
Yeah.
you're kind of the guy who's like, let's do a quickie at my standing desk. While I
My
fire off this email.
my treadmill desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you,
and she walks ahead of me on the treadmill, and
And you're sending emails.
and you know you didn't.
I'm
You know you
texting
didn't
and
last long
emailing.
because the Apple Watch is saying not many cows were burned.
exactly. You can track it. You can't, and it'll also track your recovery time. You know, like
Yeah, your refractory period.
right.
So you take like a minute in between sets. If you're trying to get that hypertrophy bone.
The what kind of bone?
Wow.
So like you take a 1 minute break between
I feel like
sets.
now you're just flexing because earlier.
I'm talking about hypertrophy, so I'm literally flexing.
But I'm talking about vocabulary usage because we were saying earlier that I was saying that I think you guys have great vocabularies, and now I feel like it's just becoming like a show and tell.
Yeah, I'm probably spraying a bit too much. I think I could coil it up, put a bag over it, and just like,
Also, it's hypertrophy.
oh,
Fuck, man,
finally got that first place with that.
dude, you are alpha. You just
Brought
alpha.
to you by
dude.
Magic Mind.
I'm telling you, Magic Mind. Now I feel it.
Yeah,
I
are you
really
cooking
do
now?
feel it. I
All
really
right.
do feel it.
I just saw stars when I looked at you.
I feel like a different energy around me. I feel like there's probably like some kind of camera you could put on me, like one of those like I don't know, like
Like
ghost
the
hunt-
last dragon, you're moving and there's like a
Yeah,
glow
I just
around
feel like there's
you.
like an aura around me.
Who's the master?
Right.
Like Rick James.
Yeah. Yeah. So we talked about fucking.
Yeah, I'm glad we covered that.
yeah.
Are we moving on?
Well, we don't have to. Do you think your parents fucked?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did you say it like that?
Because
Like that was a ridiculous question. A lot of parents, I
I
know
them.
I have two brothers and myself, so I know my parents had sex at least 3 times.
I caught my parents more than 3 times having sex. And at a certain point, I was like, doors have locks,
You
right?
had to tell them that.
Yeah,
Like a couple
I
of
was
teenagers.
like, if you don't want to get caught, don't ask me to come in the room because you need something from me.
Wait, they would start fucking and then go, JT, come here, we need something.
Yeah, because my dad was just like this titan of industry. So not dissimilar to you, when he was boning, he still needed stuff to get done. But I always felt like the underneath of that was he wanted me to see him en flagrante. He has a performer gene in him that wants everything he does, he wants it to be seen, especially if he's doing something that society would deem cool.
Jeez. That's a lot. Sometimes I'm never prepared for
I'm confused.
how real we go on this show.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of podcasts that really are superficial, but that's not this one.
I like to think of our podcast as kind of like John Bernthal's, where he like looks. I try to emulate this, where you look intently, say, "Do you fuck?"
That's real.
Yeah, too real.
Do you
Real
think your
ones.
parents had sex?
No.
Did they make love? Different question.
I found chocolate in my dad's bedside drawer sometimes, so I don't know what that means.
Could it be a blood sugar thing?
Oh yeah, he is diabetic.
Okay. So he was like, what did you suppose it was?
I thought he's putting it on his dick, but apparently
You-
it's for his
wait,
blood sugar levels.
That was a big.
That's a real leap.
I know, and I went at him hard about
You
it.
found a chocolate bar in your dad's bedside table.
Was there like a hole in the
and
middle
you
of
just
it?
assumed he was putting it on his dick?
It's just like, I was like, why do you keep telling me to make s'mores? Like, you know, I thought it was kind of like inferring that I should like s'more up my dick.
Oh man.
Right.
But I
Were you
exploded
guys
on it.
camping?
No, that's why I was, you know, I was
Right. Okay.
Did you ever camp with
Okay.
your dad?
all the time.
Really? Oh, nice. Well, so you guys had fun too.
Yeah.
One time, all this talk about our dads really just brought up a troublesome memory for me. One time I was throwing the football with my dad, as we
The best.
is the best. It's the best way for a father and son to bond. But I wasn't looking, or I threw him the ball and I kind of looked away, and my dad put some mustard on it and threw it at me, and it hit me right in the neck, like right in the Adam's apple. And I was like, like I could not breathe. And my dad and my brothers thought it was hilarious. But I was like, you know, that felt like child abuse. Like
Yeah,
it
you were
was
like at death's door.
yeah, but I don't think they realized the, you know, they all thought it was funny.
Isn't
Isn't it weird how you remember shit like that?
I do. I think about stuff like that all the time, and I've almost come around to the other side where I think they were actually doing you a service by not taking it serious. Because I think
You're right. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you end up with someone that's just like so sensitive to like every little thing. Yeah.
I was watching Dune 2, and there was like a scene where I wrote it down afterwards. I was like, oh, sometimes your parents poison you to cure you.
Wait a second. Are we plugging Dune 2 on this show?
I thought, dude, honestly, I was more nervous I was doing the big S on it.
Oh, I haven't seen Dune 2.
That's what I mean. But was that vague enough to like,
Was that a spoiler?
no.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still going to see it. Is it good?
Oh, you know what? I didn't like the first one. I thought it was too slow, too much table setting.
Okay.
Ended kind of anticlimactically. This next one,
This guy with the
Huge,
words.
huge.
dude, this next one is a rip roarer from the start.
Oh, great.
It's a lot of fun. It's cool. It's epic.
Oh, great.
And the dialogue's not great, but I think that's kind of the point. It's a little like Star Wars where it's like, no, we want the dialogue to be simple, easy to understand, works any culture, any generation.
Yeah.
It's just, we're just trying to tell a huge friggin' story about like epic intergalactic battle. And it does that great.
Wow. Chad, have you seen it?
I have not.
Yeah, you don't seem very stoked about it.
Dude, I'm sorry, arms are crossed.
Because JT and I are getting paid a lot of money to mention Dune 2 on the show.
Oh, my bad.
Well, it's also, I'm boys with Denise. So like
yeah.
for that, you know, I got to serve it up for my dog.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
No, I'm Dune 2, sickest movie I've ever seen. Dude, Austin Butler, great.
Look at that kid. Look at
Okay.
Timothy Chalamet, dude. That is an actor.
He's so hot.
Can we take like a quick 2-minute while this vacuum goes by?
I think we're okay. We'll just push through and the listener will just have to suffer.
Well, yeah, as long as it's not bugging you through your headphones.
No, we're good.
Nah.
What's your take on
Dune 2?
yeah.
This says Dune, by the way, this says Dune Part 2.
Oh.
You called it Dune 2.
No, I
that
think
was a
you
little-
called it Dune 2.
Oh, well, I'll have to rewind this podcast.
I called
when
it
get home.
DP2.
DP2. Are you guys going to be vacuuming the whole show or just part of the show?
That's actually an ad we're doing for our friends. Just underneath vacuuming, they'll clean your bottom floor if you live in a 2-story place. Mm-hmm. Their vacuum's so good they can't bring it upstairs. It doesn't move that way. It's like a cow. But your bottom floor will be spick and span.
The best in the biz.
Man.
Yeah, use code chadandjt if you want to get 20% off.
Go deep. They're paying us $500.
Yeah.
Why are you guys laughing?
I don't know. Who'd you say you were boys with in this?
That's 14 haircuts. I'm friends with Denis, the director/writer.
Yeah, I know. I just don't like the way you're saying his name.
How do you say it?
I say Dennis.
Well, that's because you're American.
Yeah. So's he.
Do you not kiss on cheeks when you meet people?
Not all the time. Should I?
I just think it's a big flex when people do that because they're saying like, look, my passport's
From
stamped.
Europe. I'm definitely European.
Here's a question: when people do that, do they go like this? Do they move their mouth so the lips don't touch, or do the lips touch?
It's more of a cheek sitch.
Right.
Hey, there's another little trick you can do. Sometimes people don't like it. You kind of set it up like you're gonna do that, but then you go straight for the mouth. You know what I mean? And then you act like you I bungled it.
Right.
But then you got a free kiss.
Oh yeah, I thought you were
Yeah.
going right and I was going left.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
We both went just
Yeah.
straight down the barrel.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, and you get a free kiss.
So
that
when
way.
you do the accidental, but let's do it, kiss, do you finish it off or do you leave it open?
What do you mean?
Like, do you just hit open lips but never seal it, or do you, once you make lip to lip, do you give them a little like up or down?
Are you doing tongue? What are you doing there?
Do you do like a camera tilt with your mouth on their lips?
A camera tilt?
Like, does your mouth?
Is everything? You're so Hollywood. Everything is camera angles.
I
and
mean, look,
tilts.
dude, at a certain point when you've been in the biz for a while, I mean, copy this. Switch to 2. I got something to say.
Go to 2. Everybody go to 2. Back to 1 and go to 2. I would say if you're gonna do that little trick, like I'm from Europe or I just came back from Europe, and you do a kiss, and then but you want to, I think you can kind of do a light kiss and then see if there's any reception to it. You know what I mean? Because you sort of can act like, oh, it was an accident, ha ha ha, but then you kind of see like, what do you think? Right?
Do you hear that sound? That sounds like Dune 2 soundtrack.
I think it's just that we're right by the highway.
Oh.
It's really just the
Right.
thousands and thousands of people in Los Angeles
Right.
driving somewhere.
Why do they keep doing that?
going places.
cars?
Yeah, it's getting old.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it since like the 70s. They've been doing it.
Cars.
Yeah. I mean, you figured by now.
Yeah, just since the 70s. That
What a
was it.
run
Yeah.
cars have had too.
Dude.
Cars are crushing.
What other fad has lasted this
When
long?
are we
Yeah.
going to get some sort of thing like we were promised, like some sort of personal aerial vehicle or
you can levitate,
Yeah, my
Yeah,
problem
like
with
go
Elon,
airborne.
Like Elon's not
no, he's blowing it.
far enough ahead.
He's blowing it.
I mean,
That's what I'm looking at right there. Look at that.
oh wow.
Yeah,
He's
that's
flying cars.
Whoa, so people are actually trying to produce that?
Dude, there's one called the there's a cool one called like the Fly, I think, or it's some sort of like, it looks like a little bug.
When these start becoming a reality,
Yeah.
do you have to get a pilot's license?
Well, right now, you can buy one of these and you can fly it, but you can't fly it over certain parts of town. Like you can't fly it in a crowded area. You have to live out in the country or something. and
Right. You
fly
have
it.
to go like Palm Desert.
Yeah. So you do not have to have a pilot's license for some of them.
Right.
But I'm sure the first week, like when we all get those,
Yeah.
it's just going to be chaos. It's just going to be fucking, collisions and fires.
Like, I mean, can you imagine flying your car and someone's not taking the left fast enough and you're like beeping?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Totally.
Bank left. Bank
Yeah.
left.
And I
you run
don't
out
know
of
where.
gas. You're like lowering. You're like, dude,
Oh,
I'm in
man.
a rush.
Dude,
Yeah.
my girlfriend's she always runs out of gas.
Yeah, if you run out of gas in a flying car, do you just die?
Yeah.
Great question. These are all questions for the future. We don't know. Does your girlfriend run out of gas in her automobile?
Mm-hmm.
You say that so casually. That happens a lot.
Every week.
That's not true?
Well, it's called being an optimist.
Yeah.
She thinks that she can. You guys, is this something you guys have talked about on the show a million times?
It's just something we kind of believe.
Okay.
So, they say people who are late often are late because they're optimists.
I did not know that.
They believe that they'll get there on time. They're
This
dreamers.
is so great to me.
Which-
Because I am late sometimes, and
Well, it's
this really makes me feel good.
it's Hollywood. Everyone's late in Hollywood, right? It's a land of dreamers, land of optimists. It's Hollywood. We're always late because everyone's like, "No, I'll get there."
I'll
But-
get there. Everything's going to work out for me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna get Dune 2. I will get cast in Dune 2.
I think I will.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you will. I can almost guarantee that you will not be cast in Dune 2.
But you sound like all the other haters I've grown up with who just didn't believe in me.
I'm just telling you that they've already shot the movie. Unless there's like a home release where they're gonna maybe do some pickup shots for, you know, and I don't even think they would do that. Like, why would they insert a new character just for the home video?
I mean, I don't know if they would for anyone, but I think if you like really give it everything you have, they have no choice.
Well,
But
you
to-
said you were boys with the director.
Denis.
Yeah, you love to say his name like that. I bet even he pronounces it Dennis.
I wouldn't know.
He's your boy.
Right. Yeah, no, I know.
So, but you think that he might cast you retroactively for the movie?
Yeah, so I've been sending him me against a green screen so it's easier for him.
Oh, so you're shooting like pickup scenes that he could just casually insert into the movie?
Yeah, like it's like me being like, that boy can't ride a sandworm.
That was really good.
That was pretty convincing. I don't know where they would drop that in.
Rob,
So I tried
Like,
to.
obviously, there's a huge sequence where someone's riding a sandworm, and then they would just cut to a guy in a hoodie and a baseball hat that says, that dude can't ride a sandworm.
And all my lines are button lines. They all go at the end of a scene, so they're
Okay.
easy to plug in.
Okay.
Because
Well,
I'm
you
like,
might do that.
because like I didn't just like arbitrate. Like I picked.
Yeah.
I saw his one scene. He goes, "You can do it, son."
Hey son, you got this.
Yeah.
Is that how they talk in the movie?
No, I'd be the only one. But that's how you stand out.
What type of language what is their sort of like?
There's Harkonnen, there's our treaties, there's the Fremen, and then there's me.
Wait, those are the names of the characters?
The cultures, the populations.
So, but do they speak the way that we're speaking right now, or do they speak like kind of, you know, a different, like
it's kind of like that, like
Shakespearean, like Deadwood,
Yeah.
sort of like fancy, flowery?
totally. It's like we're in a grand epic.
Yeah. Oh, that would be exhausting.
But you know, they have different worlds. Like in Star Wars, they have like Tatooine. They have like Endor. JT's character comes from SoCalarian.
And so it would be fine. He is
It's just bros.
okay.
Yeah, it's a planet of bros.
I have a coffee in my hand in all my takes.
Yeah, it's like a lot of times. I don't know the scenes yet, but there's one where Timothy Chalamet wins a fight, and it's just JT just green screens and he goes, "That was tight."
Sick.
He's on a scooter.
Good fight.
He's on a
So sick, bro.
That's sick, dude.
So sick.
They don't do that in enough movies. You don't know how the people on the perimeter feel.
Yeah.
That's true. They never get the reactions of like the onlookers.
Just the random lokes who have some color to
a
contribute.
passerby who has an opinion.
That's always bothered me. It's like kind of like a people's history of the future of movies.
They should do that. We'll talk to your boy Denis.
I'll talk to him for sure. I'll keep texting him.
Yeah. Does he hit you back when you text him?
Well, he's busy.
I did that. I actually did that the other day. I had some audition for something. It's not, you know, and I was like, oh, I know this director. Should I? This is so stupid. I was like, I know him. Like, I'm kind of buddies with him. Should I text him? And my manager was like, yeah, sure. Go ahead and text him. Like, totally called my bluff. I was like, oh man, I gotta text this guy. I haven't texted this guy in years.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, I texted him, did not hear back from him.
Oh man.
Did not hear back.
He probably appreciated it. Sometimes people are just on the move, but a little part of your soul does die. You know, I just practice. I send 5 text messages out every day that I know aren't coming back,
Do you really?
just to stay hard.
Why would, to stay like,
Emotionally hard.
emotionally hard. Yeah.
That's like my David Goggins.
I gotcha. Do you ever call people on your phone?
Yes, I'm genuinely I'm a big phone caller.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'll call friends like once a month just to catch up.
Whoa. How about you, Chad?
I'm a big texter.
Yeah, I'm a texter.
Yeah.
That's why we're tight.
Yeah.
You call me and I don't call you back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Which is all good because you're biz, but I didn't understand the second level that you guys have been texting.
We text, yeah. We DM each other too on various social media platforms.
Yeah.
But
That's awesome.
Daily.
No,
I
heard
just
you-
figured you didn't want to be in on it. Like I said, like does JT want to go on the camp out? And he said, I don't think JT even camps out. And I said, all right, well, what about the beach trip? You know, he said, he doesn't really like the beach. And I said, well, we're going to be surfing. And he said, he doesn't really know how to surf. And I said, well, what about this? We'll do some skateboarding. He said he doesn't skateboard.
I don't skate that good, but I like to hang out.
Oh my God. I know this pod was about getting real, but I didn't know you were going to get that real.
Well, it's funny too, because you came back from those trips and you mentioned you went on trips and you didn't mention who you went with.
What time is it? I do have to go. This is just there's a level of
No, you can dip, but we're going to talk about
there's
this
just a
shit
level of
before
like
you go.
uncomfortability.
No,
is uncomfortability, is that a word?
Uncomfortability.
You know what is unfathomable? The way that you guys would betray me like this. See the way anger just made me nail that word?
Well, I mean,
It's not even a betrayal. It's just really like a oversight. I thought,
Dude, there's a tone right there by calling it an oversight like that. Like what? That I'm not even thought about? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think you sound a little bit like a pessimizer. Like the texts back are coming. You just haven't received them yet. But they exist. They're just not.
I was trying to think of what to say back to you. Like you called me. I didn't want to pick up the call because that's not the way I communicate. But I thought, well, I will text you back. But I was thinking about what I wanted to say. But now I don't feel bad about not calling you or texting you.
Whoa.
Just because of the level of like toxicity.
This is what I was talking about.
What do you mean? Are you guys gaslamping me?
I don't know if that's a word.
I don't think it is.
But
why did you guys say that to
sometimes
each other?
we have phone calls at night to talk about dealing, like how to deal with you, how to manage
But
you.
you know how much I like phone calls.
But we prefer to call each other
Yeah,
and not because sometimes when like you try to dominate the conversation, I've noticed, and Chad and I just like to kind of keep
I'm a
it like
beast.
loose.
yeah.
I'm a straight up beast.
I mean, well,
You're a phone beast.
I eat all the words.
you eat too many words where when I do pick up, he'll be like, hey, bro, I'm going to legislate your ass. And I don't know.
I don't remember saying that.
I just can't remember big words.
I even
That's
said-
why it's tough.
You might be right, but I don't remember saying that at all.
That's how you respond.
I even sent Chad an idea for a video that you did, and it worked out
It was great.
great.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel
I'm happy for you guys.
I didn't feel like it would be appropriate to send you anything. And I don't know. I guess it's just because you're a phone beast. I guess I just like.
Your word selection is like cutting me.
I'm not trying to like. I'm
Like what would be
My knives are not
inappropriate
out.
about us being boys?
I guess it's just like harder to be boys with you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know, I mean, this guy is just like the vibes are just easier.
It's cool as a cucumber.
For sure.
Are you tearing up?
There is some moisture.
Yeah.
There's definitely some moist.
No, it's like yeah.
There's ocular moisture.
I'm about to cry, but it's only because I'm like so happy for you two.
It could also just be your eyes are irritated from traffic
From
whizzing
hearing stuff that I don't
by the
like.
highway. From the
It's the
smog.
glare. The car show. Wait, can we show Rob Kristen Cavalieri and the Montana Boys?
Oh,
man,
yeah.
I saw this.
Oh, you did?
on one of your social
I
medias.
covered it.
It's Kristen with a K.
It's
Sorry,
great.
Jake.
Yeah.
I met her one time way
did?
back.
And the Montana Boys.
I didn't meet the Montana Boys way when she had her show on
Like
MTV.
2007?
Yeah,
Wow.
we that's when we were doing Human Giant on MTV like a million years ago, and we met them. We met all of those people at a party, and they were not impressed by us at all. It was like some.
Were you impressed by that?
Well, they were just like so. I don't even remember, what was the show that she was on?
The Hills?
The Hills, yeah. So they at the time the MTV people thought that they would try
It's the
to
second one, Jake.
they would try to get all of the MTV people together at like this Malibu party. So we went out to this party, me and Paul Scheer and Aziz. And, you know, we were trying to do like a dumb comedy show that, you know, and they were like very reality stars. Like, so they take themselves very seriously. And it was just, we didn't have much to talk about. I don't think. I'm sure they're nice.
Are you a big Hollywood party guy?
Are you sure they're nice?
Let me think about that first part. Am I a big Hollywood party guy? No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not. And I'm not sure they're nice. No, I'm not positive they're nice.
Respect. Yeah, can we watch them perform? I mean, they're beautiful.
Wait a second. Fuck. All right, I just have to kind of assess what the Montana Boyz are doing here. It appears that they are lip syncing. Is that what the Montana Boyz are famous for?
Can we see some other Montana Boyz videos just to give Rob some clarification on this?
It's Montana Boyz with a Z.
Of all the guys that she could date, she was like, who's the best lip syncer?
And then, yeah, let's just click these most viewed ones because this is them at their best.
That's my favorite Montana Boy. That last one was my favorite Montana Boy.
Oh, Derek?
He's the freshest.
Is that Derek?
Yeah, Derek.
How many Montana Boys are there? Are you boys with the boys?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They're growing.
Yeah, JT, his dad lives out in...
Is that true?
My dad's out in Bozeman, so my dad's going to be in some of the videos because they're trying to hit different demos.
I don't know what's real on this show. If that's true, and I've overstepped, because I was sort of shitting on them, and now I'm worried that
No, you should, because my dad deserves to get pooed on. Are you surprised that their names are Caleb with a K and Cade with a K?
Wow.
Not surprised. That doesn't surprise me.
So there's just 3 of them, but then the other guys were just like... Because I feel like...
They live in Tennessee?
They live in Tennessee, but they're legit Montana.
Hilarious. They, I feel like they're...
Are we beefing with the Montana Boys?
I just think it's worth talking about.
I don't know that the Montana Boys have a good sense of humor.
Are you afraid of them coming after us?
Do they know that we're right by the 101 in downtown LA?
Dude, I think
Do
there's
they know
like...
that? Do they know that if they lived here, they'd be home by now?
Do you think they had like a casting call for the Montana Boys? They're like
Maybe.
hot
Hold on.
Montana dudes.
You got to ride
Is
a
this
mechanical bull.
Is this what they? Is this all they do?
Yeah,
they just lip sync other people's songs.
Rob, can we or Jake, can we go to TikTok and give Rob some more clarification on that?
How much clarification?
Click the second pinned video. I think this one also kind of is a good distillation.
Well, they already did this one.
Well, right. So they do like kind of a remixes, I guess you could call it.
And that guy's trying to steal his thunder, sneaking up in the background.
I mean, yeah, I think you can feel the turmoil brewing between the guys.
These guys are going to shoot each other. They're going to kill each other in a murder-suicide.
It's going to get some dark metal, like Varg kind of situation.
They're so hot.
They are hot, guys, and their bodies are insane.
Do you think that's part of the appeal?
There's no reason why we shouldn't stage some sort of fight with these guys for clicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we should start a beef with them, but then actually fight them like Logan Paul is fighting Mike Tyson.
I have a name for our group.
Is that Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
Jake.
Okay.
I have a name for our group. You ready?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Fuck Boys.
Yes.
With a Z.
Yes. 2 Z's.
2 Z's.
Because they already have 1 Z.
Maybe just to see which guys we'd fight. Can we get one more of their videos just for some clarification on who we match up well
Dude,
with?
there's so much clarification.
Are you? I just feel like there's a little meat on the bone in terms of misunderstanding. Yeah, just click. Let's go to the pinned one to the right. No, not that one. No, we already saw this one. Sorry.
I have a real question. Did they have more followers than you guys on social
Yeah.
meds?
Yeah.
They're more popular.
Oh yeah, that one top left that has the 908. Yeah, that
And
one.
all they're doing is lip syncing country songs.
Yeah.
Well, they're athletes.
Oh.
That one
he
was
almost-
actually pretty dynamic.
Okay, so this is hip hop. So they
That guy
Yeah, they're
almost
friendly
dropped.
with African Americans.
I don't know about white guys lip syncing hip hop.
You see, he almost dropped the M-bomb there, but
Yeah.
he drove off before he could say it.
He thought twice about that.
That's not gonna fly in the future.
Or he did it and they just edited it out. He's like,
Right,
why'd
there's
you
the
take
mer-
that out? What'd you take that out for, man?
There's the morality of the shoot, and then there's the morality of the edit, and they're two different things.
Right,
Yeah.
dude, good call.
So should we fight these guys? Are they
I think
do
so.
they ever do pay-per-view fights? Would they fight us?
We'll
A
see.
full card.
Should we? I mean, let's have the listeners of the podcast respond to us, not to them. Do not mention us to Montana Boys,
You don't want them.
but hit us back and ask and let us know if you want us to fight the Montana Boys.
Yeah, I mean, don't antagonize them, but
No.
you know, if you guys want to fight them for us,
That's a better way to go. If you guys want to fight the Montana Boys, let us know and we'll set that up.
I guess I was thinking they could reach out to them and say Rob Huebel wants to fight you.
Don't do that.
put your name on it, dude.
No, I have a family. But
bro, that clout.
I have a child.
Yeah, the clout, bro.
Well,
You could move so much merch.
I would get a lot of followers. Maybe it's worth it. This is the dilemma that we live in America.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
what links you would go to? What links would you go to for followers and clicks?
Yeah,
and
capitalism has like
sponsorships
reduced
and-
us to just eating attention. And guess what, baby? We're hungry. And these Montana boys, they're feasting.
Jeez.
I think you could fuck them up, dude.
Oh, I know it. Physically, yes, totally.
So it's more, do you want to do something like that?
I would totally fuck these guys
Tear
up.
that ass up.
I thought you
Wait. What are you talking about?
I'm just talking about being vicious about it. Like getting in there, just your full face and just digging in as deep as you can go and like making them feel it.
Okay.
Like just your whole, like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
your-
yes.
The power part of your visage, just your lips, just full thrust.
Like, are you talking about like a? I was talking about like a physical fight. I feel like there might have been a miscommunication.
There's other ways to control someone.
All right. Now I think I see what you're. It's a different pay-per-view, but maybe if people will pay for it.
Yeah, no, I meant fighting.
These guys are gonna be like, "Hey man, these guys in LA want to fuck us." there's a group of guys called the Fuck Boys that are right off the
they think they can
101
beat us
and
by
110.
fucking us. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the way we could start, we could make a video or we could just start commenting and just say you're not Montana.
Oh shit!
Rob, we're about to let you out. Can we do one
No, that's
call
right. I'm
before
just
we get you on the
looking at-
road?
wait, hold on.
I think a quick hitter will be good, right?
Yeah, wait. I just want to see if anything blew up. I do have to do a little bit of business.
Did-
Sorry, guys. I was doing some great bits with my boys.
the Montana
You're
Boys?
doing bits with other guys when you're here with us?
Sorry, there's just.
Wait, are you
I
a
don't wanna-
mole?
Huh?
Are you with the Montana Boys?
Why would you even say that?
I saw
just
you
said my
lip syncing
boys
into
with
your
a Z.
camera.
I was checking my phone to see how I was doing on time, and I had some messages from the Montana Boys.
But-
it's a different.
By wife and child, do you mean Cade and Caleb?
I guess what you're asking me is, I guess it's one of those hard truths in life of, it seemed like it was fun to make fun of the Montana Boys, but in real life, I edit this out later, but I'm dear friends with Cade and Caleb, and they are tired of people talking shit about them, and they're tired of people in LA saying that they want to fuck them. And so they said,
I hope they
"Why don't
stay
you
tired." Sorry.
I would just, I'm telling you that they sent me here to infiltrate the pod. That's what I've done. Just like Call of Duty. Okay. Take it all back to Call of Duty. JT's pissed. He's leaving the pod right now.
I'm pissed too.
He took his cans off. He wasn't even wearing cans. He never put his cans on. So what? I'm
your
a
name-
mole. I'm a mole for the Montana Boys.
Is your name even Rob? Or is it Kyle?
No, my name is also Caleb.
Is your name Rob with a K?
It's Rob with a K.
KR. Dude, I just walked over there and I just lip synced about being betrayed.
Wow.
We should make a video. We should start lip syncing their videos.
Yeah, just like straight homage.
Yeah.
Yes.
That might-
Shirts off. Maybe not.
No, I'm down.
Do we have to fly to Montana to do it?
Tennessee. but we're straight Montana.
So they filmed this in Tennessee, but they say they're from Montana.
They're legit Montana.
Yeah, they're full Montana.
Are we going to take, what do we do? Do we take calls?
We do a live call with someone.
Let's do it.
And sometimes they get heavy, but sometimes they're just fun.
Wait, how are people on the, they're just waiting for this to happen?
Yeah. Dude, Jake's the man.
They,
Jake, what are you telling me? They're just like, hold on, guys. They're talking about the Montana Boyz still. We'll get you on soon.
I know.
doing a lip sync video, that'd be pretty fun.
Dude.
Yeah, it's fun to make fun of the Montana Boyz. It's more fun.
Let's lip sync there. Like, let's just do.
Yeah.
That would be great.
All of our shirts off.
Dude, you're here with Rob Huebel and me and Chad. What ails you, brother?
What's going on, guys? So I'm at a pretty big crossroads in my life right now. After college, I moved to Houston to follow my girlfriend of 6 years. And we just broke up like back in August.
Oh,
so I'm kind of in a place where I don't love the city I'm in, but I really love my job, and I'm kind of thinking it might be time to make a change. So there's kind of two places I'm thinking about going, either Denver or Dallas.
Good cities.
I grew up in Dallas, and there's a girl back there that I've kind of been talking to since we broke up. And then Denver, I mean, I've wanted to live there since I was like 7. Like, I love the mountains, love ripping it up on the slopes. My family's there now, so I'm kind of going back and forth on what I should do.
What's your job?
I'm a civil engineer. I'm doing land development.
Awesome.
You guys don't even know what that is.
I do totally know.
What does a civil engineer do?
That's like bridges.
Oh, shit. Is that true?
I thought it had to do with...
Civil War?
Yeah.
Are you engineering a civil war?
No civil wars. I do deal a lot with land boundaries and stuff, so if there were a civil war, I could probably have some part in that.
Wow.
That's a cool job. So really you're just, first of all, my condolences. That is really tough. I will tell you this. The exact same thing happened to me. Like right after college, I was dating this girl all through college, true story. And I think she thought like, maybe we're going to get married. And I was like, I was not at that point. And so I moved to Aspen, Colorado so I could ski and snowboard for a year. And she quickly dumped me and got engaged to another guy.
Whoa.
And is like still married to that guy. And I remember, sorry, what's your name, man?
It's Matt.
Matt. So I called my mom. I was so upset. I called my mom and she was like, you need to get on a plane and go see your ex-girlfriend and try to get her back, which, God bless my mom, was terrible advice. Terrible advice. So I flew to go see this girl and she had just moved on. It was like she just ghosted me. It was so painful. So I feel for you, Matt. But you know, you're a young dude and you got so much better days ahead. And so all you got to do now is choose where you want to live. You got good options. What do you like about Dallas?
So that's kind of like where I grew up. Like I lived in the same house my whole life growing up. So like I know the area, but really like all my family's kind of moved on from there. A lot of my friends have moved on from there. Really kind of the only thing that's drawing me to Dallas is this girl that I've kind of like reconnected with since, you know, the breakup and everything.
Might be a little bold to move there so early with that situation. Am I wrong about that?
I totally agree.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I think, and also like at this point in your hero's journey, I think it's too early to return home. And I also think like we haven't learned maybe all the things we need to learn about ourselves post the first breakup. So jumping to another person is kind of looking to them to fulfill the answers that you might need to find on your own. So I think going somewhere new like Denver sounds very exciting to me.
Super fun place to be. Tons of cool stuff to do outdoors.
Happy people,
brand new life. They just got rid of Russell Wilson. They're totally psyched.
they're free.
They just
Yeah,
paid
totally
85
psyched.
million on that.
Yeah.
They're like, just leave, dude.
I think you've wanted to live in Denver. Sounds like your whole life. I think you got to give it a shot.
I just flew through that airport, man. It was delightful.
Yeah.
I ate it. Who's the guy that owns the Broncos? John Elway. He has a chain of restaurants.
Really?
And oh, dude, he's a titan of industry, to coin your term.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, he's got a big restaurant at the airport. It was fucking very average.
I mean, you got Matt. You got to check it out.
But Matt, you should go to the Denver airport and try out John Elway's restaurant.
It sounds like you're doing well too, man. I think you just probably love deeply. So the heart's gonna, mend. And when you look back, it won't feel as hard as it feels now.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I definitely am a lover, not a fighter. Like it, I kind of saw it coming. It hadn't really worked out since we moved to Houston, and we were kind of in a place where we were like planning on like in the future we're going to get married, and then it just wasn't working. So I think y'all are probably right. Like there's a good chance I was just trying to fill that void, but maybe it's time that I should figure out what's best for me.
Yeah.
Go on an adventure.
Yeah,
This
man.
is adventure time.
It's scary, but it's a great time for an adventure, man.
And then you'll fall in love with yourself.
Yeah.
That's going to be your great romance for the next couple whatevers.
And then
You're not talking about like masturbation, are you?
I was.
Yeah, it sounds
I've
like
got
I'm
that
just,
pretty well taken care of right now.
That's my
Nice.
guy.
this podcast just took a turn, man. Now it's just a bunch of dudes talking about jacking off.
That's what I've been talking about the whole
I mean, that's
episode.
kind of the theme.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
This whole time, I was talking about I didn't realize that's what we were talking about.
Dune 2 is
Dune 2, even that was back jerking off.
Yeah, and all the
Sandworm.
The Montana Boys, all that.
yeah.
Stuff is
I
about
mean,
jerking off
It's all stuff I either want to be in jacking off or stuff I jack off to.
too. Yeah. All right, Matt. What do you think? What's your gut telling you?
My gut's kind of telling me that I should probably go out to Denver and do something new and experience
yeah.
some big change and see what comes of it.
hell yeah.
That's
Man,
a nice thing,
here's
dude.
what I think. Like, give anything a year. You know what I mean? Just like I was living in Atlanta when after I moved to Colorado to Aspen, I moved to Atlanta and I lived there for a few years. And then I always wanted to like try to get into comedy, but I didn't know anybody. I had no connections to it at all. And then a friend of mine was like, you should move to New York. And they were going up there for the weekend. They're like, come up with me to New York just for the weekend. So I went to New York just for a weekend and had the best time. And I was like, fuck it, man. I'm like, at the time I was like 25 or something. And I was like, I'm just going to move to New York for 1 year. I'll try it for 1 year. It could totally suck. I ended up, of course, loving it. I lived there like 11 years, had the best time of my life. So my point is just try it, man. Commit to it for like a year,
Yeah, definitely. I think that might also be something I'm afraid of is I've lived in Texas my whole life, never left the state really for an extended period of time. So I'm kind of just nervous about starting somewhere new,
It's good if you're nervous. You should be going where I think you should a little bit. Not like you got to be doing things that are uncertain or brand new and that you don't know how they're going to go. That's like a good part of life.
You're not moving to like Vietnam or so, you're moving to like, it's so, there's strip malls there. There's,
It's a good point.
they got Chili's, they got,
Yeah, I've been to Denver. Don't look that different from everywhere else in America.
I mean, Colorado loves Texas. Like I went skiing recently in Colorado and everyone there was from Texas, like everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people from California, a lot of my friends from California moved out to Denver as well. It's just a great place to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say go towards the fear. Whenever you go towards the fear, usually good things come out of it.
That's where you grow.
Yeah.
That's where you get bigger, and that's where
Yeah.
you're less afraid of stuff. And then
Yeah.
you'll look back at this and be like, I can't believe I was afraid of that.
Yeah, everything is bigger in Texas, but sounds like everything's also more comfortable. Maybe you need to go to Elway's.
Yeah, dude, if you were in Friday Night Lights, you're not Riggins. You're the QB who got paralyzed and then went on to be an agent in New York.
Yeah,
Whoa. I mean, that's a very specific reference.
yeah.
Very, very specific. I'm not sure that Matt is steeped in the lore of Friday Night Lights.
Dig this. Matt, did you know what I was talking about?
Friday Night Lights is pretty well known in Texas, so I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah. Awesome.
Texas forever, brother, but from Denver.
And if
Texas forever, but move to Denver.
But move to Denver. 100%. It's in your heart.
you go to Denver too, you might reconsider the Civil War stuff.
Yeah.
To be clear, he's not plotting a civil war.
Oh, okay.
I'm almost positive.
Oh, I thought okay.
I think it's.
My bad,
I think
Matt.
it is bridges. It sounded like he was.
Oh, sorry, man.
measuring plots of land for oil projects.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm not planning the next Civil War. I just want to put that out there. Don't be
Good.
confused. I'm
Good
not-
news,
I'm
though.
not planning that.
If there is a civil war, maybe your ex dies in it.
Jeez, I don't want to be on this pod right now.
Damn.
I don't want to be implicated.
Oh, no, he doesn't pull the trigger, but it happens because there's a lot
Does
of
this podcast
Collateral
advocate
damage.
murder? I can't be an accomplice.
That was another jack off thing.
Oh yeah, I meant yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just can't.
Get off to the thought. But
I
don't
can't go
actually-
back to jail.
Matt, you still there?
I'm still here.
Sorry, Matt. We're riffing and running, but we love you, man. And I do think we're all in agreement here. We think making the bold move is the best move, and you got this, man. You're doing great. You're a smart guy. You just feel things deeply, and that's all good stuff.
Stay strong, Matt.
I appreciate it, guys. Love y'all. Love the pod. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah.
Love you, man.
Man, that was really real.
It's good.
The last time I was on the show, I don't think we took calls. This
It's
is
a new feature
thing.
with
dude,
Jake.
This is really real.
It's Jake.
Why didn't we start with this? We did like an hour of talking about jacking off when I didn't even know we were talking about that. I sat through like 45 minutes of Montana Boyz. And then like, this is like the great part of the podcast.
Right. We surprised you with our depth.
Well, we knew.
That was a sex joke.
What? That was?
Yeah.
Let's do one more. Or for me, and then I have to go. But you guys, I give you permission to keep podcasting.
Wait, do you want to do or do you have to go? Check your math.
Let me see how long it is.
I think that's a good place to end. I think we kind of crushed it.
Yeah.
Really? Don't your people want more than one?
No, I think that was such a good call. I think you gave such good advice too.
Okay, I do need to.
And there's this adage in entertainment. It says, leave them wanting more.
Always leave them wanting more. Jeez.
So you've heard it.
Don't throw out an adage and then fucking stumble through it, man.
But yes.
This is why we never call him.
And it's adage too.
Yeah.
Well, I bid you a da.
Not even that didn't sting one bit. Did not sting.
I was
one
saying
bit.
later.
I know, but it just didn't.
Rob and I are gonna go podcast. That's his next.
Are you guys doing more calls after this? Without
We
me?
have a side.
Yeah.
We have a side pod.
Yeah, he's like map. I saw his maps. It was to your address.
Yeah.
He
We have our sound engineer Blake.
With C or a K at the end.
See.
That was a good call. I was surprised at the sincerity. I mean, this is a new feature on the pod. So
We get pretty sincere. Actually,
Dude,
a lot of times when
I
we talk,
love
we
it.
get pretty sincere too.
I love it. I love it.
Did
Yeah.
you just abbreviate feature?
Yeah,
I've
only
never-
because I'm here.
I've never heard that. That's awesome.
But if my wife hears this, she's gonna beat me up. My wife beats the shit out of me, guys.
She hits you?
In the face and head.
Whoa.
Yeah, and neck. Please help
So
me.
all the places where people can see the damage. She wants people to know that she's hitting you.
She hits me right in my moneymaker.
Yeah.
This is how I make a living.
And then you show up to like hair and makeup and they're like, oh my God, again, Rob? When are you going to leave?
Oh, I fell down the stairs. I fell down the stairs. Yeah, she beats me up.
Do you like that at all though? Is there a party that is attracted to that?
No, it's terrifying.
Well, man, you got to make it. Brother, call into the pod right now.
I will. What's the number?
949
Okay.
623 4859.
Hold on. That was too fast. 949.
I made that one up.
You could actually call in there.
Okay, hold on. Do you guys give out this number?
Yeah, 323-418-2019.
Call in, guys, especially if you got positive things to say about Magic Mind or Easy Rider.
Oh, it's gonna go to voicemail.
It's going to voicemail.
Calling the Stoke Nation hotline. We look forward to answering all your dank-ass questions in the upcoming podcast.
Dude, you should work at Universal Studios, dude.
When did I record that?
Hey, what's up, JT, Chad, Rob Huebel? Big fan of the podcast. I'd love to get on there sometime. Just quick question. My wife does hit me repeatedly around the face and head and neck area. So what should I do about that? All right. Love you guys. Also, should I move to Denver? Let me know. Bye.
Wow. All right, man. Thanks for the call. Stoked to hear from you. You know, a lot of times when spousal abuse is going on, people are quick to say, you know, get out of there. It's unfixable. But I think a lot of times it's a miscommunication issue. So like, have you not been doing things that would make your wife not want to hit you?
That sounds like victim blaming. Have I not been doing the things that make my wife not want to hit me?
Yeah, and even if those things,
correct?
Like,
Yes. To word it another way, have I been annoying my wife so much that she hits me? Yes.
Yeah, like whether
So
it
I
be
probably
like
do deserve it.
not doing the errands you said you'd run,
Yep.
or communicating in a way that she finds, you know, prickly or not, you know, productive, or even just by virtue of existing, is that upsetting her? And are those things you could, you know, work on?
I'm trying. Yes, I'm trying to. I will, and I'll try harder. I mean, I feel like this coming here to do this show is kind of doing the work a little bit. I'm not saying that I'm like fixed and that it made me like cured, but I feel like it made me a little bit better.
Let's go. Show her the Montana Boyz.
All right, I gotta go.
Thanks for hopping on.
Thanks, bro.
Oh wait, anything you want to plug before we go?
No.
Okay.
Montana Boyz. My upcoming pay-per-view fight with the Montana Boyz.
If you need advice, these guys